The schooling, when obviously when I came, I was actually put in a reception center. What it means that for a few months they test you, where you are. Although I was 14, of my age group, it would have been equivalent to fourth year in the secondary school. And in the fourth year, they already preparing for CSE, but I never heard of CSEs. But although I went to Doba Khalsa High School in Jalandhar, which is pretty good private school, and they taught English from the class 4, but I actually left Doba at Doba Khalsa School at the age of 14, and I was in 8th class. So I had 4 years English, all not spoken, but written, and obviously understanding and all that sort of thing. But when I came over, the first problem I had was how to converse. I was quite fluent in other languages, Punjabi, Hindi, but English, it was something alien to me then. But in reception center, what they normally do is they assess you there, whereabout you are, and what school they're going to send you. So when they assessed me, and although my written and spelling and all that was very good, but spoken was nil. So they sought out school in Hanswood, Hampstead. It's called Hampstead Hall now, and that's where I went. And there was one teacher, and I can still remember him standing next to me, and he was TD, technical drawing teacher, but I never heard of technical drawing before. I never knew what technical drawing is. All I knew is Hindi, Punjabi, English, and then science, and that's it. These were the subjects, maths. Here, and there was chemistry, biology. It was so different, and mathematics, pure mathematics, applied mathematics at that age, because obviously that was technical school, and they had all separate subjects, and and technical drawing, metalwork. I mean, I've never heard of metalwork, although, we had a factory, engineering factory. I used to do quite a lot of metalwork myself in India, but here, it was a subject in school. So the technical drawing teacher, he, when I met him, sort of thing, and he actually asked me whether I'd done anything, and I did nothing. And he said, well, we're going to prepare you for GCSE. And so it's fine. But then he used to stop over after school. He taught me English as well as technical drawing. So I went in Hampstead Hall now, that school when I was 14, and only had 1 year to do my GCSEs, and I've done 7 GCSEs, including technical drawing, metalwork, and grade 1s. So, yes, I take my hat to him. That was his hard work. I mean, he used to stop over, and teach me, and it was very nice of him. And our teacher, the head teacher, Mr. Bogan, I still remember him, and he wanted me to be a doctor. and we were only, I think, we were about 6 or 7 Asian people in the whole school. That was, I'm talking about actually boys, and but a similar number of girls as well. I'm in school of, I don't know, 500, 400 or 500, and we were about 12, 11, 12, and racism. Yeah, I didn't see it that way, but then it was a skinhead era, and I had trouble after school. They used to gang on us, and in fact, one incident I remember very very well. I used to catch number 16 from Hampstead village, and from Hampstead Hall School, that was called Hampstead Technical School then. From there, we used to go through woods, and a couple of occasions, well, I think more than a couple, they used to actually wait for us, and it used to be myself and other 2 Sikh guys, Sikh boys, used to accompany me to the bus stop, and we were ganged, and we were actually beaten up many times, and they took my turban off and all sorts, and that was a bad experience. So on one occasion, I told Dad that I don't want to go to school. I will go to school, but I will take I'll cut my hair, I'll take my turban off, then I will go to school, otherwise I won't. And my dad said, if you want to do that, you might as well clear off now. Go somewhere. I don't care. So obviously, I never actually expected that from my dad, because it was only myself and Dad living together in accommodation, the rental accommodation. And he said, well, you never ever say that again. So, from there on, we reported the incident to the police. Them days, police didn't act properly. Obviously, then my dad actually went to school and headmaster and all that sort of thing. And they, a few times they accompanied us sort of thing to the bus stop. But then it died off sort of thing. And but then obviously I was one of those who wouldn't actually fight. I'd rather flight than fight, to be honest. And but then there was one guy who was quite strong. So Sikh guy, but the clean shave. So I actually was a friend with him for the reason that he will protect me, from skinheads, and he did. So then whenever the skinheads saw us, so both of us, they stayed away from us. They didn't come near us, because there was a couple of incidents that he did actually give them a good hiding. Yeah, very good hiding. So they never touched us again. Skinhead was like they have clean shave, and they were more like racist, and the white people, the white guys. Obviously, you're too young to understand. If you probably ask someone, and they are 50s, 60s years, that they will tell you what skinheads used to do, and they like mobs, and they do anything, they just cause trouble, for no reason. But the skinheads, the gangs used to come over, not from our school, but from other schools. So obviously our headmaster couldn't do much. He couldn't discipline anybody. But then there were some people in our school who were friends with them, so they used to tell them, when we were actually going and somehow, they used to gang on us. But when I actually done my GCSE in the fifth class, um, those guys who used to be gang on us became friend because I actually became a prefect, and I used to actually kick them out from school, during the playtime. I wouldn't let them in school, in the building, and then they obviously got bitter. And also I had, his name was Jarnail Singh, the guy who used to accompany me. And if anything happened, if I tell him, he will actually give them good hiding. So yes, yeah, it was good. Prefect, yes, it did play a role, because they knew if they say anything to prefect, and they are in trouble. And them days, it's again Mr. Harris, the technical drawing teacher. He was the one who actually gave them a slipper and cane. And them days, yes, it was allowed. If somebody misbehaving, yes, they will get a slipper and cane. But not anymore, I think. No. And they were well disciplined. And obviously, our duty used to be that. Then also, in the dining area, they don't misbehave. They stay in the queue and all that sort of thing. And I think we were about 10 or 11 prefects in school, and but my duties used to be in dining area and also during playtime. They keep everybody out. No, I mean, I feel sorry sometimes for the people. I mean, it used to be raining, and hold on a minute. Yeah, let them in, please. Let them in. No, they didn't, because obviously our orders were to keep them out. And I actually sometimes I used to say, well, yeah, stay in the corridor. Don't go anywhere. Just stay in the corridor. And but then a couple of times I was summoned that I do favour to someone, not to others. Them days, the good old days. That was my school experience.